shit.
You are watching a master at work.
Yo, man, welcome back to another episode of the E Lab podcast. And on this episode, man, we got a Kentucky legend in the building today, man. B, let me tell you how I know she a legend, right?
Hold
let
on,
me tell
before we get into that, because I don't want to make this about me, but I'm not gonna do too many more of these interviews, and I'm not on the intro. I done told you, I keep saying it, but we got to do something about this.
You're
man.
right, my bad.
I didn't want
to say anything. I didn't want to say anything, but I was going to ask. At some point, I was going to ask.
Yeah.
See, this is what happens when you know the guest. This is what happens. This is a problem. See, when you know the person that you do this.
It just feels like I'm coming off the bench and I'm starting tonight. I'm starting tonight.
I promise I got you, B.
Okay, well, let's get back to it.
But look, B, this how I know she was legit, right? So I hit Vic. I said, "Hey, man, send me some information on you. Send me something, so I can do my homework." And she sent me her Wikipedia. I said, "Oh, you got a wiki? I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you had a wiki." Yeah. She got to look. I get on there. So she's talking about, it's too much to type. It's too much to type. I'm gonna just copy and paste, right? I started reading through it. It said two-time SEC player
I did it.
Two-time all defensive team, defensive player of the year, two-time SEC All-American. Two-time SEC all first team. And then she told me, she said, I probably made the all SEC freshman team, but I don't remember. I said, man, no wonder.
It was crazy.
So if you don't understand, right? If for the people who watching, not only do we have a Kentucky legend in the building, but we have one of the best SEC basketball players in the history of the sport, man. So Vic,
big time,
how you doing, man? What's up?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for that.
That was my dog. Man.
That was a good intro.
That was nice.
Thank you, man. I see she was clowning me because she was saying I want professional, and you were like, I'm like, she the first person to come early. She came like 6:15. I was in here putting on my clothes. I'm like, oh shit, here she come. Got it.
Everybody done put the Kentucky hoodie on for you and everything.
You feel me? I had to.
I just have. I wore this at practice today, so I just kind of kept this on. I was like, why not just keep the vibe going?
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. So look, Vic, just to get into it, the first question I always like to ask people is, who put the basketball in your hand? How did you get introduced into basketball, man?
Well, growing up, I have two older brothers, and so my brothers were usually the ones doing sports. So they did soccer, football, basketball, and because I was a girl and the youngest, I did cheerleading. So I was the cheerleader and just kind of showed up when the boys showed up. And originally, I just did track and gymnastics. And so once I started watching my brothers play basketball, so probably around like 10, 11 years old, I was like, I want to play basketball. So because my brothers were doing it, I wanted to do it. Like I wanted to play football because my brothers were playing football. I couldn't play football because I was a girl, which like, okay. But no, watching my brothers play basketball, I was like, I think I could do that. And I played with my, I don't know if y'all know George. Y'all know my brother George? Were y'all there at UK when George was there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So me and George played together for like a year, I think, on the same basketball team. So I was the only girl on the basketball team, and that's just, he was doing it, so I wanted to do it.
Okay. I didn't know George was your brother though. I found that out from your raw room. I knew George, because he was just always at the Johnson Center. We played with him a lot, but I didn't know that.
Yes.
So your family is huge. So because your brother King, right? How tall is King?
I don't want to get it wrong. I'm pretty sure he's 6'10", which I feel like I said he was shorter last time. I'm pretty sure he's like tall, so he's 6'10" and weighs like, well, now he probably weighs like 350. At least his plain weight, but he's 6'10". George is probably like 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah, and you 6'1", ain't you, Vic?
On a good day, with my hair's up, I'm 6'1", but I'm taller than my mom. Sorry, mom, but my mom is 5'10". I'm 6 feet.
She's tall.
Yeah, and then my dad was 6'6". At his.
Oh, okay. I'm like, somebody got it. Yeah. So both parents are tall. I'm like,
huge.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So look, I wanted to kind of go. I wanted to touch on a little bit. You playing at Brentwood Academy, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is a very prestigious school, right? It's a very as far as like high school sports, and I used to always hear about y'all. How was it playing at Brentwood? What was the competition like? You know what I mean?
So Brentwood Academy is a Division II school in Tennessee, and again, probably just because like from boys sports to girls sports, there was a little bit of competition, more competition with the boys sports just because it's boys, but girls,
Yeah.
whatever the local school. So there was Harpeth Hall, St. Cecilia, and then there was Chattanooga. Girls Preparatory School was in Chattanooga. That was one of the Division II schools. So a little bit of competition. It was pretty tough. There were some good. Actually, Harpeth Hall was our biggest competition within the state of Tennessee. They were in Nashville, but they had a couple girls that played in college after a while. But the competition was good. It was pretty tough. I mean, throughout. So not.
Did you at girls prep? Did you play against Carly? Then you played at Carly in high school.
Yep.
Okay. Carly,
so
okay.
So the Division II, that's like, was it like a private school division, or do they do like, okay? Because I know like in Georgia, like public school, they have like 5A, 4A, 6A. So I didn't know if that was just,
Okay. I get what you're saying, B.
So
I get what you're saying.
Okay. So that was like Division II.
In Tennessee, I don't know how many divisions there are now. I know for sure there were 2 divisions. So Division I was basically all the public schools, and then there was A, AA, all that type of stuff.
Right.
And then when I was in high school, it was Division II, and there was just Division II. But now that I know that I think there's like Division II, single A, double A. I don't know if there's a triple A, but I know that there's 2. But that's what it was. It was just Division II.
Yeah. In some places they go up to 6. Yeah. In some places they go up to 6. Hey, some. I think in Texas it does. But So now you playing at Brent. Oh, go ahead, B. If you had something.
I was just gonna say. So like when you were growing up, was it just like I'm playing with my brothers and like that's really how you kind of molded your game, or was there like training involved? Because I know me and EJ talk about when we were coming up, like we just were playing outside and like kind of making stuff up. Like I don't really remember doing too much training. A little bit when we got to high school, but we were kind of just playing basketball and just. So was it like more? I'm just outside with playing, or in the gym, pick up, rec, whatever, or was it more training based? Like how was your because I don't remember when we were coming up that like really training was like the biggest thing, like
it wasn't really
especially how big it is now.
For sure. Yeah, no, there was no training. Like if my brothers were outside doing, like I said, I was doing it. Like I was watching them. I was watching the NBA, watching college games at the time whenever the WNBA, I like watching those games and kind of watching what they were doing. And I picked it up pretty easily. And it was like the only time I ever really started training for anything was once I got to college. But before then it was just practice. Like you just practice. You played or you practice, or you just watching somebody else do something and you just try it out. And if it works, it works. And if it don't, then you move on to something else. So
you said it. I think y'all said it the best, man. Like I used to just watch NBA games and try to do some of the moves I saw the guys doing on TV. Like
for sure, like I was watching Kobe. Kobe was my guy, so I tried to.
Yeah, that was gonna be one of my questions. So Kobe's my guy too. Yeah, Kobe's my guy.
Kobe, that's what's up. Look, but Vic, so you also played though for Rhonda Brown, right? Rhonda Brown was Rhonda Blaze. Am I saying her name right?
Yeah, well, so her
they call her Rhonda Blaze Brown.
Her maiden name is Blade. So she's Rhonda Blaze when she was in college, and then she got married, and now she's Rhonda Brown, but Rhonda Blades Brown. But yes, she was my high school coach. So I was very fortunate to have her as a coach, which is one of the reasons why I went to BA, because I knew she was one of the coaches. But she played in the WNBA, played at Vandy first, obviously, and won the SEC championship at Vandy. Played for Jim Foster. She was drafted in WNBA the inaugural year. She made the first 3-pointer in the WNBA ever game, so that was pretty cool. And she played overseas, and so very professional, all about women's sports, women empowerment, and she was tough, but it was great for me because she kind of saw where I my potential and pushed me in the right direction.
Yeah. That's great to have somebody like that in high school.
Yeah,
that played at that level. You know what I'm saying? That's.
That's what I was gonna ask. What was it like playing from her? Because even though you're not necessarily getting the training, you are working with somebody who know how to get you there. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you are.
Yeah, no, I mean,
let's teach you.
Yeah. So again, she was very tough, and I didn't. So probably me and a handful of other girls on my high school team were we knew that we were going to go to the next level to play basketball, and other girls were there. They still played hard, but they knew they weren't going to go play. But she was tough on everybody, and no matter where you were going to go play at the next level or not, we were watching film, we were in the weight room, we were doing we would have our skills workouts. So our trainings were skills workouts. So she had us in the gym shooting, We'd be out running. She have us run miles. I'm like, listen, I'm Coach Brown. Like I ran track, but I don't run miles. Like I don't do miles.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's what I was about to ask you, Vic. Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead. Finish.
No.
Finish up.
But to the point of she always she took us back to Vandy a lot just to kind of so we could see the facility and how it worked. And I think for me and like my best friend Tanisha, who played at UTC eventually, she was very intentional about like making sure that we knew how the next level was working. You know, how we had to be we should be in the gym, you know, talking to our coaches, watching film was a big thing because we did it before, but not like to the point of, you know, breaking down film and talking about what you want to do, what you want to see. But she was very, very important in that role of kind of getting me to that next level for college. And I still talk to her today. Actually, her and my son, Teban, they have the same birthday, which is kind of crazy, but she's top notch. Like if you watch, like kind of think about how she played too. So she's from the state of Missouri. And so I kind of joke with her. I was like, so if Missouri was in the SEC now, would you have gone to Missouri? Because she's a tough lady.
Yeah.
And she still plays pickup to this day at home. Every time I go home, she asks me if I want to play, but she's playing pickup and she's like upper 40s, by the way, almost 50s, and she still gets after it. So she's crazy in that extent, but she's tough.
That's what's up.
That's crazy.
It kind of surprised me that you said that you didn't like running track because you was also very elite in track and field.
Miles.
Running miles.
There's a difference.
You're right. That's a fact. That's a big difference.
But long.
Tell me about that though, because you was dominating in track. You was
so track was So my mom ran track. So she's really from Ohio, but she ran track and ran track at Tennessee State University. So she ran for the Tiger Bells. So that was where I kind of got into that. But track was probably it was definitely my first sport and probably my favorite. But I did it. So I was a heptathlete or a pentathlete in high school, but in the summer did a heptathlon. So I was a multi-eventer. Yeah. So high jump, long jump, 100 meter hurdles, shot put. I missed and the 800. Ugh. And then heptathlon, you added 2 more events, which was the javelin and the 200. So track was my favorite because it was the easiest for me to do. And my mom taught me how to high jump at a young age because she was still coaching. So that's how I kind of got into that. But it was like I won state in the high jump 4 years in a row. Not that there wasn't any competition in Division II, but there weren't a lot of girls who were. So I got better, but I'm just saying there was. So but it was fun. And track is definitely my favorite sport to do.
I heard you tell the story, right? That first off, you would start jumping at the end of everybody's kind of ending, and you would start your jumping. So in the high jump, guys, what you do is you pick where you want to start at. Like you come in, let's say at 5 meters, right? You want to come in at 5 meters and 5.2. Well, everybody's finishing up like, hey, this is the last I got. Vic's like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and get out there. That's what was happening. That's how she was giving it up. And on top of that,
where they finish.
She started where they finished. I'm just now starting. She's scissoring too. She chopping it. You know how they just jump over. Like she chopping where they finish. I saw it because, and then on top of that, I saw you say where you won. You was winning state championships for your school by yourself. So you know how you go to the state and it's like us versus that school. Vic was doing she was doing all the events. She just do the events. And it would be.
I got a lot of points. I wasn't winning state by myself, but I got a lot of points.
You got most of the points.
Yes, but my brother was probably exaggerating just a little.
Oh, is he?
Just him, but him and my former coach, my summer coach, and my dad were best friends, and so they kind of, it was more of a joke, but also they were kind of being serious. Like once I got to high school, there was a certain amount of events that you can do, so you could do like 3 or 4 running events and kind of any number of field events. Well, once I got to BA, kind of again, allegedly, I was doing all these events and, I was, so that kind of was a play of it also. And I don't know how true that is, but then it changed. So you can only do a certain amount of running events, a certain amount of field events. And
it's probably true.
It was really convenient is all we're saying. It was really convenient. When it happened.
So
it was definitely because of you.
Again, my brother was stretching the truth. He likes to stretch the truth a little bit, but it was the timing of it was definitely, but
coincidental. I feel you. I feel you, man. Yeah. So go ahead, B.
So you did track all the way through high school.
Yeah, so I did basketball and track all the way through high school. Yes.
And then you had to pick one.
Or did you?
Yes. Well,
I was one.
Yeah. So originally, like, and I was like, when I get to college, I'm going to do track and basketball, because in my mind, I get to high school, I was like, oh, it'll be easy. I'll go from basketball to track, easy, smooth transition. Wasn't really too worried about it. And that kind of became sort of not like an issue, but like once you, like, your junior, senior year, you start getting recruited, and you kind of, like you said, you have to kind of choose one. But I did know of a couple schools that had former athletes that were basketball and track girls, or they kind of let girls do double sports. Because my dream school was UNC, like North Carolina, the Tar Heels. So I wanted to go there because I know they had a great track program, they had a good basketball program. So I was like, that's a great school for me to go to, because I can do either one. And then obviously I chose Kentucky, which they both had a good track program and basketball program, kind of just build up. And then
Am I tripping? Was Marion Jones at North Carolina?
She was correct. Yeah. And she played basketball. She played basketball for a little bit.
Right?
And she did. She did both. And so so that an idol for me, like obviously track side, but and then I found out she played basketball too, and I was like, I could do that.
She was
she was stuff too. Yeah. And so then the choosing part, I didn't want to have to choose one. And not that it was kind of forced one, but I was like, obviously I picked basketball for my scholarship. And then after that, freshman year, so I played basketball freshman year at UK, then ran track, or at least did a little bit of track at UK for a little bit. And then at one point, it just got to a point where I was like, not that I was missing stuff, but I was behind on workouts for basketball because I was doing track. And it was kind of like, well, you have a basketball scholarship, let's play more basketball, which I was like, that makes sense, So So yeah,
and at the time it wasn't it was kind of tough, right? Because UK wasn't necessarily like really good at basketball either. You know what I mean? Like
right, yeah. So it was
you guys kind of turned it around. You, Amber, Adi, all you guys kind of turned the program around. So it wasn't like it was just like a simple decision. You feel me?
Right, right. And that was kind of the idea too. Like, like I'm there, I want to help the program get better. I can't help it if I'm not there. So
true.
Yeah.
Before we get to the college, did you do AA? You play AAU basketball in high school?
I did.
Okay.
So early on, I did. Yes, play Tennessee Flight. So early on, so before Tennessee Flight, I played like a local team. We were called the Lady Colts.
Okay.
And we were decent. And they kind of got to a point where my parents were like, let's try to look for something a little more competitive, a little better. So I started playing for an EYBL team. I kind of when EYBL started, and I played for Tennessee Flight. I can't remember if it was for 3 years or 2 years, but throughout high school, I played for Tennessee Flight, and that was kind of right around the EYBL Nike realm starting up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
I was
only asked because like it's kind of goes back to the training thing I was saying. Like I know AAU, it was going on, but it wasn't like, I mean, it's insane now. But when we were in high school, it was like, I don't even know. We might have had one AAU team in Augusta, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everything was run out of Atlanta, and
Right.
it still was only like 2 or 3 teams. So that's why I asked, because it's so crazy now.
Yeah, no, yeah, compared. So, and I also coach AAU too, but thinking about how it was then, like we were like the Tennessee team, and there was a Georgia team, which is Georgia Metros, and then Amber's team, the Essence. There was Boo Williams. There was like a handful of other teams. And kind of still the same, the format that is now, where like you have different locations where you play like your sessions, and then you end up in playing nationals. It's still kind of that same realm of stuff or whatever. But like I will say we didn't really practice because we had girls from all over the state, which is kind of how we do now, especially with my team. But the aspect of like getting the best players from your local surrounding state area, kind of getting and going and traveling it's gotten a lot. I mean, it's gotten crazy now compared to where we were before. Because I thought we got like a little jersey and some shoes, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm set. Maybe we got a little jumpsuit, And now there's multiple jerseys, multiple shoes, backpacks, and I was
it's crazy now. Okay. It's expensive too. It's expensive to play AAU ball right now. Basketball has become.
I'm in Augusta.
Yeah.
I'm in Augusta, so it's the home of the Peace Jam. And I mean, it is just like when Peace Jam here, it's like just boxes and boxes and boxes of Nike, everything. Like they're like just shipping in new Kobe, like I'm like, goodness gracious, just for the tournament.
Just for the one you get shoes for this tournament, and then at the next tournament you'll get more stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I coach for the Sports City Angels, which is the EYBL team out of Ohio.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm still in it to that. You remember Rachel, the manager Rachel
I do.
Arrington? So her and her family are co-owners of the Sports City Angels program, and so I coach with them and have been for years. So I'm still in the realm of all that stuff. So I still get it.
Yeah.
But it's crazy.
Yeah. So can you just a question for both of you guys? Can you get NILs in high school now? Can you get paid
in certain states? I know. Certain states. I think.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know the full. I don't know how it works.
I was just wondering this because I felt like I thought that was illegal. You like to be giving them gifts, and
I know for a fact.
That's why I was asking.
I'm pretty positive, like Michigan and somewhere else, they passed it where you can get NIL in high school. It's not everywhere. It's not legal everywhere, but it's definitely a few states that are doing that.
All right, fair enough. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. Vic, I wanted to go back here, man. So let's go back to you picking North Carolina. I'm sorry, Kentucky. Why did I say not picking North Carolina is what I wanted to say. When Coach DeMoss left and Coach Mitchell came, was North Carolina like off the table, or were they never on the table? Like, why did you decide to stay in Kentucky?
So one with the North Carolina thing. So basically, they didn't really want me. Not that they didn't want me. They were waiting for somebody else to commit, and I was like, well, I'm not going to wait for you to wait for them. So kind of got them. But for Kentucky, I think at the time when DeMoss ended up leaving, I think it was like right at the end of the basketball season. And at that point, I was kind of, not that I was over the recruiting process, but I kind of was for sure set on UK, one because of the assistants, like Coach Butts was there, who was the assistant that recruited me, and then Coach Stack at the time was an assistant. So those two were they were pretty close to me within the recruiting process. And so they were one of the reasons why I stayed at Kentucky, when it was still somewhat close, like not too far, not too close from my family. I like the color blue. And then once Coach Mitchell got hired, he actually came into town. I don't know if I had a game or not, but he came into town, just kind of talked to me, talked to my parents or whatever, and just kind of reassured, like, he still had the same mindset that DeMoss had of just, building up the program and making it better. And there was nothing that he said that was wrong. I was just like, I've already committed. I'm still committing. And at that, I feel like that's kind of like a lost art of, like, once you commit to something, you stay committed to it. And I was like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go where else. And I'm happy with the decision that I've made so far. So we'll see.
Yeah,
it makes me wonder if that's just like an older mindset. Now, I say old relative to us, because Amber said the same thing. Like we kind of had the same conversation of just staying with the school and going through adversity and going through your lumps and stuff, instead of just trying to, leave and say, okay, well, I can't do it here, I'm leaving. You know what I mean? So it builds a lot of character for you. You know what I mean? But
for sure.
Okay, so I'll go. Yeah. So now
I'm saying for sure, nobody's staying no more. The coach
nobody's staying. They gone. Yeah, a coach leave, you're out of there. Calipari just left. When he left Arkansas, they lost that whole 4 or 5 starters. They lost everybody, didn't they? When
he went to Arkansas.
When he went to Arkansas, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Why do you what? Sorry guys, my daughter just walked up on me.
You good? Man, go ahead.
Oh,
Listen, we adults, man.
You want to say hi?
Old
no,
people
okay.
man.
No, you can leave your shirt on. What? Okay.
You don't get us canceled. You get us canceled.
I know, right?
Yeah.
No, she's just, I don't know what. Okay. They're in there probably wrestling.
Yeah, but
I was gonna ask. I was going. Go ahead. Be finished with you.
I was just saying that mindset just is gone now, and I think what Amber also was saying was like we should recognize the people that stick with it and then fight through the adversity and come out on the other end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think it builds character. A lot of times nowadays, everybody just running away from a little, like we say, adversity, competition, instead of just working harder when they're not playing and being like, well, I'm just gonna leave, and being like, well, maybe you're just not that good yet. Maybe you should just work a little bit harder, get better, and then do it like that. But that's old school.
That's old, and even to that point, to like just thinking about, like I was thinking about my time, I was like, everybody has a different experience. Like you don't want to take away from somebody having like a bad time, like a negative time, but I feel like a lot of it is like because you're not getting playing time. Well, like you said, maybe you're not good enough yet. Maybe you're not ready yet, and you're trying to build. And Like that takes time. It's not just going to be like, oh, I was this in high school and I'm going to be this in college. It is for some people like that, but some people, you have to have a process, and but it's easy now to be like, oh, I can just go somewhere else and play, and it's like, okay, well, there's no struggle for you.
I was literally just having this conversation with somebody about like the levels, like when you're in high school, you reach a level, and then you go to college, and now you're at the bottom of the totem pole again. Like it's a different level. So we've gotten to a point, I think, in society where we just think that just because you were good at this level means that you're immediately supposed to be good at the next level.
Right.
And it's like that's not really how it works. Like you're supposed to not be good and then work and get there. Like now everybody's like, oh, they're not good. Like he's a freshman, like.
Right.
He's a rookie, and in pros or freshmen, it's like he's not really supposed to be good yet,
right?
And you got anomalies, but for the most part, like you said, you're starting over, and you just need to work, and you'll get there. But patience is not a thing.
Nah, you ain't wrong, man. Yeah. But look, Vic, so I had a couple questions. I kind of wanted to ask you about Big Blue Madness. I wasn't sure how different Big Blue Madness was for you guys your freshman sophomore year versus when John Wall and them got there. I know it was a big deal on campus, but was Big Blue? So for the people who are watching, Big Blue Madness is like pretty much the intro to the new basketball team. Not the new, but the seniors, the juniors, and they introduce all the the new people and the coaches and things like that. So it's a big event at Kentucky. So Vic, when you get there, is it shell shocking for you when you're a freshman coming out into Big Blue Madness?
I'll be honest, I don't remember. I don't remember a lot. I think their original reaction, because the days building up, like people would camp out on campus to line up to get. That was probably the craziest thing I saw. That people had tents, chairs, and were lined up at the crack of dawn to get those tickets. I thought that was crazy. And then like the actual experience, I wouldn't say that it was great. It was fun. It was loud. It was a little weird just because we were like shooting and then like kind of playing, but like not really playing to that extent. And then like you said, but then like once John and them came, I mean, it was kind of the same. Like it was a little bit more elaborate, but it was still kind of the same vibe of, everybody's there screaming, being loud, and it was a lot funner the last 2 years just because we were a little bit better. But I think just the same, it was always had the same intensity, the same energy, the same, like people just being crazy for basketball. And
I had to ask just because you was there, because when John Wall, it felt like a TV show when John Wall was there. It felt like a movie, y'all. I'm sorry. From sitting in the stands, when I was sitting in the stands and he came out doing the Dougie, you remember he was doing this?
The John Wall.
The John Wall. That's what the John. It was
They definitely turned it up, because the year before that, when Billy Gillispie was there, I mean, it just wasn't.
Well.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it just didn't. I'm saying I don't even know if it was really the midnight man. I think everybody was just excited, like, oh, we got some guys, like, like
we back,
and then these guys got a little personality, So I think that was more of the thing. So yeah, from the outside looking in, it was turned up. But always the fans are always lit.
The fans for sure.
Kentucky fans are just
they're crazy.
They are. They're a whole nother.
It's just a whole thing.
They travel really well for the men's team.
I've met a lot of Kentucky people out here. I met I'm in Virginia. You know
when I knew they travel well is when I would watch like a Maui Invitational game.
Yes, and they
it would be nothing but Kentucky fans there. They went from Kentucky to Hawaii, bro.
Yeah. That is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So Vic, hey man, you started all 4 years. Like what do you think allowed you to make such an impact immediately on the team, right? Because we was talking about that, right? People being bad and stuff, and not, but your game kind of transferred as soon as you got there. So what do you think?
Tell the kids how important it is to play defense at a high level.
I mean, that's probably the biggest thing. For like, I played defense. I wanted to play defense, and I wanted to rebound, and that was probably the biggest thing that helped me to be able to start and play, because I was willing to do those things more often than not. So let me back up. So in high school, Coach Brown used to get mad at me for not scoring on offense. So, and not like I just, not that I didn't score at all, but I was like, if we did a drill and there was defense, I was going to go on defense first. Like, I don't care about offense. I just wanted to, if I didn't get a certain amount of rebounds and get a certain amount of steals, but I had a whole bunch of points, I was like, well, that's a terrible night. I need to get more rebounds and more steals. So that kind of led me to where I was. So, but I think just having that defensive mindset and having a knack for the ball and going to go rebound, I think that was probably the biggest thing that kind of helped me be on the floor more, just because I was willing and did it. I mean, I did it well. So
you're an anomaly. It's way less people that want to play defense and rebound.
Oh yeah,
than it is score points
for sure. Even then, like back then, and even more now. But like I was, that's what I wanted to do.
How did the seniors take it? Like, because you remember what Eli Roddy? I can't remember.
Aaliyah Roddy. So my freshman year, Aaliyah got hurt. So which is another reason kind of why, because she ended up getting hurt that summer into my freshman year. She tore her ACL again. And then she came back for the next year. How did they take that? I'm not sure. I think it was okay.
Yeah, you coming in taking people's spots.
Not her business.
Yeah. No. I mean, there were two juniors. It was Carly Almirad and Janae Jackson were the juniors, and then the seniors were Samantha Mahoney, Shantae Bowman, and Sarah Elliott, and then there was Aaliyah who got hurt. From what I remember, or I think it was okay. Like I don't think I technically took somebody's spot, but it was also kind of up for grabs, and I did things well enough to show that I could be there. So like I don't think there was anything bad or like any bad vibes, or at least they didn't tell me if there were. I was a freshman anyway. I was oblivious to most things. Right. I'm just here playing basketball and go to class, and play defense and rebound.
So tell me this. So which season do you think at UK kind of represented the player that you became? Like which season was like Vic in your true form?
Probably my junior year, the 2009, 2010 year. That was the summer before that. So in between sophomore and junior year, was not that we were forced to make shots, but there was a challenge for the team that we had, that Coach Mitchell wanted us to make 10,000 shots for the summer. And he had done that the previous year before, and I took it very lightly, and didn't really take advantage of like getting better at my shot. And then at the time it was Coach Palmer, who was an assistant. I remember having a conversation with her about like the type of player that I wanted to be and what I wanted to do for the program, for the team. And she basically asked me, do I want to be that player for this team? And I said yes. And just started taking steps to becoming that player. So getting in the gym, making more shots, taking more shots, just working on everything in the summer. Like, I mean, I watched Amber talking here. I was like, that was a huge jump for us. Like we were in the gym making videos and, laughing, but it was cool. But like, how much basketball stuff were we doing to get better? But just that year, and it just got a lot easier for me, especially the offense. Not that offense was hard, but I just wasn't trying to score that much on offense. But I knew that I had to score more on offense. So that was the transformative year for me, to like breaking out of my offensive game, because I just didn't do it before. Just because I didn't have to at the time. Now I kind of became that person of, we need you to score, we got you to do this. And so it was rough at first. I'm not gonna lie.
You took on a larger role, right? You took on a larger
role. I did.
Role.
Yeah.
And
go ahead, B.
Before we get into how you was killing them last 2 years, I wanted because I meant to ask Amber this too. I wanted to you to describe a little bit like how hard or challenging is it to be a student athlete at that level, and to like what you really go through, because we were just in college, me and EJ, we doing whatever we want to do. And I just like I said, I know it's tough, but I think a lot of people would be interested in to know what the grind is for that. Like, it's especially during basketball season, because it's like y'all on the road, you still got to do schoolwork, like,
for sure. No, yeah, I mean it's tough. Just like, and that just kind of comes with like as you mature, like the scheduling part. So being able to, you got practice, knowing when your classes are, knowing when assignments are due, knowing what to do on the court, knowing what time you got to be somewhere. And it helps to have people that are doing it with you, like having teammates and having coaches that are kind of all in the same realm. But that mindset of, okay, I got to go to practice. I don't want to go to practice, but I got to go to practice. Now I got to go to class. If I don't go to class, I'm going to get in trouble because somebody's probably watching me not go to class or staying awake in class. I will say I did sleep a little bit in class. I didn't get in trouble a lot, but There were a couple times where I was knocked out in class. I had somebody tell me like the teacher asked you a question and you were asleep on the second row. I was like, oh my bad. But no, but it's tough. And you get especially yes, I know. I got in trouble for it. It's okay.
Yeah, that's great.
But that first year, it helps that summer before freshman year we go in and have those classes during the summer, so we kind of get used to the timing. I think I will say that one of the reasons that Berman Academy was good because it was a college preparatory school, so we had the block scheduling up. So we had A days and B days. So every other day we were doing the classroom. So that was helpful for me to kind of have that mindset already. So I kind of had that in the bag a little bit, but still adding on the extra workouts and the extra study hall hours, all that stuff. Again, just like having people that are doing it with you, like, hey, you got a class today, you studying today, going to study hall. You get used to it after a year and a half, just because it kind of comes a little bit natural to you once you kind of get the rhythm and stuff of it. But it's tough. I mean,
it's funny because they say student athlete, but they had y'all getting up at 6 in the morning for them workouts. Y'all was getting up. Y'all worked out
That's
before
what I was
school
about to say.
started.
Like,
y'all worked
class,
out,
but
they was lifting weights. So you get there at 6 a.m. You gotta get up at like 5. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It was. I mean, it was rough.
And I was skipping my A&M class for sure.
He was skipping, right? He wasn't doing nothing. Yeah. He wasn't doing nothing.
Nah, I'm just like, all right, I'm cool, man. Y'all not gonna take no role. You know what I'm saying? And she got to get up at 6 a.m. She can't miss class, can't sleep in class.
Yeah. No, it's something like that. You definitely
level.
I mean, but then you find time to, like, at one point I was able to take like power naps throughout the day, like 15-20 minute power naps whenever I could, just to kind of keep good. But like also we were young too, so we were in it, all the energy and go get some food. Okay, I'm good. Let's keep it going. So it was tough, but it was like I mean I had all the energy for it. So
now we trying to take a power nap. Now I'm trying to take a power nap.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all so old.
Hey, it's tough, man.
Hey, look, man. So this is what I had though. So so not even necessarily in your junior year, throughout your college career, period. Was there a game or a moment that stood out to you the most, and like that you like to recall on or recollect on?
A positive game moment, right? Yes.
Give me a bad one if you want. Hey, it's up to you.
Probably a positive was when we played in Nebraska in the the Elite Eight, Sweet 16. We played them in the Sweet 16 to make it to the Elite Eight. Beating Nebraska, they were the number 1 seed. We were a 4 seed, and been able to beat them on that type of level and kind of getting ourselves where we thought we could be. That was really fun. It put us on the map right there. Like we were sort of known, obviously, because we played in the SEC, and then kind of making that statement of, we're here playing defense 90 feet, 40 minutes, that was a big moment for us, I think. And that's one of my favorites too. I ended up catching a cramp with like 30 seconds left in that game, but that was a very enjoyable, fun game.
That's the one that really did it. Put the stamp on it. Like, yo, we here now.
Yeah,
good. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, we one of them now. Let me look. I got something I want to show. I want to show you one of my favorite moments. Let me show you this.
Oh gosh. Oh Lord, it's gonna be the dunk. It's gonna be the dunk. It is.
Oh, that boy got. Oh.
Yeah. Let me hold on. Let me play it one more time. Look. Let me play it one more time.
Oh, she was that close.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let me tell you. So let me tell you why. It was one of my favorite moments because I got to see the fruits of my labor as a practice squad player. And I was glad. I remember like a couple of days before that I was dunking in practice with them, and I know I inspired. Actually, Vic, can you tell the people how?
Why are you dunking in practice?
But how I inspired you to attempt this dunk. You know what I mean? So
do we have a conversation? I don't know if we just.
No, it was just me dunking in general.
Dunking for some reason. You just randomly
around it.
EJ randomly on a side goal dunking, and everybody's trying like what is he doing? There were a couple times like, what is EJ doing? Like what?
Dunking, like bro.
Like what are we doing? Oh my goodness! Maybe you did inspire me. Now I think about maybe you did inspire me to dunk. You over there doing it, and I was like, I can do that too.
I didn't
Oh my
even know
gosh.
that. I didn't know you did. I honestly didn't. I saw a photo, I think, and I was like, "Oh, Vic was dunking."
Yeah. No, she got
I
up for
attended.
real.
I wish
Yeah,
I would have made. I should have done it with my left hand. My left hand, my hand is my fingers are longer on my left side, so I should have done it with my left
yeah.
hand. But it was also that game. It was against
Auburn, right?
no. It
It's like
was
Auburn.
it was an out of conference game. We were destroying. I think it was like
Oh, okay,
ETSU or something. We were destroying them, and I was
okay.
playing horrible. I was missing shots. I was turning the ball. I was playing so bad, and
I know y'all
I
had
got
to
it.
be blowing them out for you to try
Oh
to
yeah.
dunk right
Oh
there.
yeah. Oh no, for sure. Yeah, I was like, but we're up 20. In the midst, I was like, I got a breakaway, and then just at the last second, I just turned it over, and I was like, okay.
Let's do
So,
it.
but
You know what I'm
I wish I
saying?
would have done it some other time too, but that was,
But you ever done
like
before though, Vic? Have you done before?
no, like I got somewhat attempted, like I could grab the rim. Actually, no, I take that back. I did it in high
Hold on.
school at an AAU in an AAU game. I will say that I did it
I was
like the
about to say,
first possession of an AAU game, championship game actually of AAU tournament, and I did
dunked
it.
it.
Missed it, but
Tried it.
that's
That's
the other
tough.
time I
No,
attempted.
that's tough. That's
So.
what's
No,
up.
I
But
was
yeah,
about
man,
to
I
say,
just,
trying your
y'all
first
don't
dunk
never want to
in.
give me no credit. What'd you say, B?
Okay, yes,
No, I was going.
you inspired
I'm
it.
glad she said AAU. I was about to say it's wild to try your first dunk right there,
In
like
Yeah,
college.
college game.
See,
Like,
see,
yo,
that's what I'm saying. I had her in
yeah,
that
it
mode.
was
You
EJ.
ain't get
It
me.
was all
I had her in
EJ.
that
it
mode.
was
She was like,
yes,
I gotta not give a damn.
But
That's what
this the
happened.
thing.
yeah.
This why I know. This is why I know it's cap though. See, I'm a debunk this theory right now. He's a
Go
2 foot
ahead.
jumper.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is very true.
You see that? You
But
see
but
that?
but
You
a
see
part,
that?
listen, a part of art is taking it and making it your own, right? Imitation.
I,
You
I,
feel me?
I feel like
And
there was one
recreate.
time.
They look
There
more
was one
Candace
time
Parker to
you
me.
dunked off. I feel like you went up for a layup and you ended up dunking it. I feel like I remember seeing you doing that one time in practice.
See,
You got like
thank
On
you
you,
got
one
like
Vic, because
foot.
Durr's a hater.
I think
Because
so.
Durr's a hater.
I
Thank
So
you,
know
he was
that
like
Vic.
was.
he
Thank
was
you.
going up for
I
a
Let's
know
move
he
layup
on. I
was.
got the credit I wanted. I got the credit I
the
want. We
one.
can move on.
I know he missed that. If it was
Oh
on
yeah,
one foot, he missed it.
for
He
sure,
smoked
for
it. Yeah.
sure. Because
Y'all some
again, we were
haters, man.
like, what is he again? What is we're trying to get stuff together. EJ's
And
dribbling.
EJ. Yeah, that's
Oh my
him.
Yeah.
gosh, he was
You know
all
what you
laughing,
said?
getting people in
Hey,
trouble. Oh my gosh.
it ain't my fault.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know
Listen,
how he got. I don't know how he
stop
got on the
blaming me.
practice squad.
Teddy. It was her
Oh,
husband,
Teddy,
Teddy.
Arian, probably Brian. Who
yeah,
was
Dean.
yeah.
Bill,
Oh, Dean. Left hand
Dean,
Dean. Dean.
Dean
It was
was.
Oh,
Dean. Dean couldn't
you
Mm.
wait for
just
me to
don't.
come.
You
He
just
kept
don't really. You don't really come off like a good practice squad guy.
what? That don't even make sense.
Oh, I mean,
That
Yeah,
don't
it
even make sense.
does. Yes, it does.
That's
Yes,
crazy.
it
That's
does.
crazy. I was in
The
there
game
yeah.
strapping Vic
is.
up. I was in
You,
there. Now I gotta get my
EJ,
bag. Now I was in there strapping
no, I'm
Vic
saying
up,
like
man.
Teddy, Arian. They got like. It's more
they were
polished. It's
right.
more.
They were there trying to help us. EJ was
You
trying to
are.
become a walk
Yeah.
on for
Yeah.
the boys
I
Facts.
team.
wasn't Vic.
Was hoping
Wait,
that Cal was
I got
watching.
Vic.
Yeah.
We
Facts.
gotta nip that. Hold on. I gotta
That's
say this
exactly
part.
right.
Y'all told me to come hoop. Didn't nobody tell me no rules. Didn't nobody tell me not to do nothing. They said hoop. So I came and hoop.
Yeah.
So
You
I
had
knew
to
Cal wasn't in there. I walked over there, was looking
you
for
had
him. He wasn't in there.
you had to
I
bring it
saw
back
him.
just a little bit, just a little bit.
He was
Oh
looking
my
for.
gosh.
That's crazy.
Look, hey Vic, was
Yeah.
there any like players or like teams that you like couldn't wait to play, or did you have, you know what I mean, like somebody that were like, you know what, when I play them, I can't wait to bust her ass. You know what I mean?
Not really.
Ass.
Nah,
Not really.
I mean, like it was always like it was all like there was all that competition and rivalry between Louisville and then Tennessee, like the rival state, but then interstate Louisville. Outside of that,
No
not
Vandy
really.
smoke. No Vandy smoke.
I will. Yeah, Vandy has always been tough. I'll say that. I'll say Vandy. Vandy was always fun to play just because they were really tough. Like they were like just a whole bunch of
Yeah.
shooters basically, but they were smart. They were strong. But it was fun to play against them.
I hated their gym. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I hated
It's
that.
not.
But they was sitting on the side, like
Yes.
below the floor or something. It looked crazy.
Yeah. Well, the stands are below the floor, and then the benches are on the baseline side. And so
Yeah,
it's not the most ideal
it looked crazy.
Is that the
spots
gym
for
where
the game.
Kevin Ware broke his leg? Is that gym? Was that one? Was that
I don't
somewhere
think
else?
so.
Or Kevin
I
Ware?
don't think so.
Oh, okay.
But it
I
was
just
the
remember
same.
the floor.
It was the same.
Yeah.
It was the same type of.
Okay.
Same type
Oh,
of.
and yeah, it's the same.
Yeah. Same
Yeah,
setup.
setup.
That
Yeah,
okay.
like so
Same
the
setup.
floor is up, and the fans kind of sit under and out.
Yeah.
Under it.
But so because they sit there, the benches have to be on the baseline because they can't. I don't really know why they can't be on the sideline. I guess because people can't see the game. I don't know, but but it's always been like that. Like Coach Brown when she played there, that's how it was. So.
Okay.
But yeah,
so
but other than that, like team wise, I was just gonna say team wise, there wasn't like, oh man, I just can't wait to play them so I can, show them up, or whatever. It was just like I feel like that kind of been like every game for me, just like let's just go out there and show up for whoever. But like Louisville, Tennessee, and Vandy were like those tough competition teams, and then basically all SEC too. So
yeah. So B, you had something because I get going.
I just want to know how it felt. Yeah, I just want to know how it felt to just be strapping everything up like for a whole year. Like just being the best.
DPOY. She got DPOY and player of the year same year.
It's being the best two-way player out there. Like
that's a good question because when it was happening, I did not know that that's what I was doing.
Right.
So I didn't realize that I was like I was just out there playing. And I remember when it got announced that I got player of the year and Adia got freshman of the year. I kind of told us I didn't know that was like really a thing. Like I wasn't I wasn't trying to become that. I was just like, so I didn't know that they were, naming people of that, like all these. So I wasn't really aware of that. And so when I got announced, I was like, oh, and so in my mind, I assumed that there were people that were better and doing that all over just because I'm not that I didn't think that I was that good. I just thought that there would be other people they could recognize. And then it was me. And I was like, oh, wow. Okay, so it was cool. I mean, it was fun. It was great. I mean, it's still I kind of felt like it was me, that person. So it was fun.
You was open. What you mean? You was averaging like 17,
that was incredible.
18.
That's
getting off.
Yeah.
But again, like I wasn't worried about people outside. I wasn't worried about people outside. I didn't realize that I was doing that.
You was just doing the work. You was just hooping.
Because in my mind, I'm thinking the list can't be very long of people that got defensive player of the year and SEC player of the year in the same year.
Right.
So I'm just like,
I would think
that's
maybe
incredible
Asia
to just
Kansas.
like look up. That's incredible to just look up after and be like, oh, yeah. That's
man.
That's why you know you locked in, though, Vic. That's when you know you locked in.
Yeah.
That's when you know you locked in. That's why we started by saying one of the best players in SEC history, not just Kentucky. One of the best, period, though. That's all I mean, man. And speaking of being the best, period, right? So you get inducted into the Hall of Fame, right? 2018. What was that moment like for you? Now, did you have some time? Was that something you was looking forward to? Was that
That was a total shocker. Mr. Barnhart called me like a couple months out and just told me, and I was like, again, really? Me? Like out of all the athletes that have come through, and I thought it was a little early for me to, not that because I was not fresh out of graduating, but like it had been 7 years since I graduated. Again, thinking that there would be other people that be ahead of me. But a great honor, for the recognition, and I don't know. It's a big deal. Like I'm proud to be a part of it, and glad that I was voted in by the people, and it was pretty cool.
Well deserved. Well deserved too. Well deserved.
Thank you.
Thank you. My next question was gonna be this then. So, how do you want to be remembered by your Kentucky family or by the Kentucky basketball program?
Oof. Just a player that came in to change the program, and I guess doing it the hard way, like sticking to it, and pushing through, playing the defense, getting all the rebounds, and just being the type of player that came in and wanted to make a change and did exactly that with a lot of grateful, helpful teammates who had the same mindset. That's all I got.
That's what's up. You good, man. That's what's up, man. Because hey, listen, I like you. What I'm thinking is you let the work speak for itself, man. You put in the work, like you've been putting in the work since you was 6-7 years old. Like you said, your mom and your dad had you running track. You was always active. You put it. If anybody can take anything from what Vic is talking about, is put the work in, do the work.
Yeah.
And the fruits of your labor are gonna show. You feel
right? Don't worry about what's going on somewhere else. Worry about what you're doing. Play hard.
Absolutely.
And play defense. Please, guys. Play a little defense.
Play a little defense. That's right. That's gonna be the name of this episode. Defense.
Defense matters.
So the coach, the first coach that I played basketball with, that I played on the boys team, he said our motto was "Don't fake the defense." And so I used to wear tape on my wrist when I played, and I wrote that on my wrist every single game. It said, "Don't fake the defense. You cannot fake playing defense. Like either you play it or you don't." And it's very obvious when you are not playing defense.
That's a fact. If I walk on the court and see somebody with wrist tape that say "Don't fake the defense," I know I'm in for a long night. I know I ain't
never heard the phrase before. I like it.
Yeah, don't fake the defense.
Use that on another pod. I can't wait to use that on some down the line.
There's a lot on faking it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so since then that's the mentality I've always had. So.
Nah, that's what's up, man. So look, so Vic, you get drafted, right? So now you get drafted number 11, man. And I know we got hoop dreams, right? But you end up suffering like 2 concussions. How did that happen? What happened?
So that was my second year when I was in Seattle. So I got drafted by the Mystics, traded to Seattle the next year. So the first concussion I got, I was going up for a layup. Girl tried to block my shot, hit me in the head. Got an and one though. I remember that. I did ask about it.
And one.
I was like, did I make it? And then so I recovered, got my for about I think like a week and a half. I came back, and then kind of the same deal, like trying to go for a loose ball or something. I got hit in the head again, and it was just kind of like, okay, I'm hurt, got a headache. I remember thinking about like I probably could play through it and not say that I have a headache, but also like knowing that concussions are kind of a big deal, and the whole brain CTE that was kind of slowly coming up, and so that was kind of tough too because I really like being at Seattle, but I was also like I don't want to have a headache for actually when I got that second one I had a headache for a year, like I was having headaches every day, dealing with that. So. And I had a couple.
Wait, you said you had a headache for how long?
A year.
For a year.
Whoa.
Having headaches. Yeah.
Oh,
so.
Okay.
That's probably because also I had a couple in college too. I got one my junior year, one my senior year. One of them was from Phil. Thanks a lot, Phil. He started it actually. But yeah. So and I had a couple of teams actually ask somebody called me like once I got let go by Seattle. So like a couple of teams called me like, hey, you want to come out? And again, I probably could like I probably could, but I'm like. I'm good. So like that, like you said, that hoop dream of, I did what I set up my mind to. Like I said, I wanted to play in the WNBA. I did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, I did it. So that was,
man. Yeah.
That was it.
But yeah. Listen, that's tough. That's tough.
Yeah.
So, but
go ahead. So you had 4 total concussions throughout your career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I never had one, but they just seemed. I know, especially back when you were getting them. I think, like you said, they were just starting to do a little bit of the concussion, and then like you could easily just be like, "No, I'm good," and just play, and they'd be like, "All right," but.
Yeah.
No. I feel you. That's crazy. I'm glad you. Yeah, I'm surprised that you would even just say, you know what, I can't do it. Like you took your health, because again, this is something you've been working on your whole life at this point.
Yeah,
exactly.
It was bad enough for you to be like, nah, you know what, it ain't worth the risk. It ain't worth it. I feel like you need to go tell Tua that dude that played for Miami.
Yeah,
like
it ain't. Is he still playing?
He's still doing it.
He got Lord.
And they're not no good, so it don't make no sense to keep doing that. There's no reason to keep doing this.
But also for the concussions things, I know because my brother had a couple concussions playing football too, so I kind of took a note from him. Like he kind of took a break for a little bit, having concussions, and so he was just like, like it's, it's not worth it. Like the cane, like hurting yourself and put yourself. I was like, yeah. So took that note from him a little bit, and
Look, hey, so you fine. That's cool, man. But look, so I wanted to ask you this now because I know you're coaching and stuff now. How does where you come from as far as your, how much you work hard and stuff, how much does that weigh into how you mentor the girls that you're coaching? Or guys, are you coaching guys or girls? You didn't tell me.
I'm coaching girls.
Girls. How much does that weigh into how you coaching those girls?
A lot. Again, like I know that I'm the rare formality of playing defense, having that defensive rebounding mindset, but as much as I can, I am teaching defense, screaming rebound as many times as I can during games to try to like help the girls realize like, yes, you can score the basketball, but it is important to have this side of it, have this skill set to be able to play defense. It has to be great, but at least you got to have your hands up, be able to talk, move, and go get the rebound. So a lot of that of how I played and kind of how I think is what I at least tried to help teach the girls that I coach. Because nowadays, defense is kind of like, oh, play defense. But as much as I can, I try to instill that we got to play defense, have our hands up, rebound, and just try to help as much as I can in that aspect. But also like having the experience of being high school, college, professional, and just like I've been there before. A lot of times, like I've done this before. I played here before. I've had coaches that I didn't like before, but now So it's helpful to have those conversations.
And piggybacking off of that, like you're coaching now, and what do you think is the biggest thing that's changed, like from when you were playing basketball at that age level, that wherever you're coaching at compared to now?
Like obviously like the social media thing, but I'll just say like the what's the word I want to use? Like the expectation, because people can see you, or like you have to show a certain, like I have to show that I can do this, the image.
Yeah.
Like I have to show that I can do this. Like I'm showing my workouts. I have to show that I can make this type of move, and I have to make sure that I look better than this other person, and whether it looks good or not, I have to make sure that I am, and not necessarily like getting better at basketball, but I have to show that I am better than this person because it looks good, not because it is good. Right. And so I think that's a big thing. Like, yeah, so it's that's the biggest thing of like the social media aspect of like I have to put myself out there to make sure that people can see me, and not necessarily like the quality of the skill and or the game. So that's changed a lot. Like the quality of it is like some of it is cool. Like watching a lot of girls, like it was like training wise, like a lot more girls are training like how guys were training, have been training. Like a lot more girls are coming into that realm of training, which is great. Like showing that, but then does it translate from the training to the game, and does it make sense to do two between the legs and to a step back three when somebody has a hand in your face when the basket's wide open and or you have a person to pass it? So that whole aspect of making it look good because I want it to look good and not make it look good because it's good basketball.
No, people need to get back to the fundamentals. The game is about the buckets. Put the ball in the hole, man. I want you to take the least amount of dribbles.
You don't have to do
take the least amount of dribbles you need. And speaking of dribbles, Vic is part of the reason the NBA messed up now. She invented that. I wrote that in the notes. You know that little pump fake. I'm gonna step through and jump off 1 foot and do. Vic was doing that back in 07.
I know, but that's not traveling. Was that what you're trying to say, that I was traveling?
I always thought it was a travel, Vic. That's why I was gonna ask. Is that not a travel? Bruh, I used to be you do that.
When people do it, some people do travel, and there were times where I traveled because I picked my pivot foot up. But if you keep your 1 foot down, then you can pivot all day long, and then you step with that one and go up.
Teach them something, big. That bag
that's not travel.
Hey, you the professional. I'm just saying she's been doing it since 07. She's been doing it since 07.
It's my favorite move.
They hate it in the NBA now, but I was like, Vic been doing that. I knew something.
In the NBA, they're traveling. They're traveling most of the time anyway. In the NBA,
I know you hate the NBA. I know
they get it. Oh my gosh!
I know. Let me ask you one more official question, and then we'll get into it because I want to let you get up out of here, man. So I gotta ask you.
The kids are fine. Teddy just showed up too.
Are you good? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm gonna ask you this. From coaching, from hooping. We gotta start from hooping. From track to hooping to coaching now, man. Do you feel like you lived out your hoop dreams? Are you satisfied?
Oh yeah, for sure. I started at an early age, just playing all the sports, and it was never like, hey, you have to do this because we want you to do it. It was, well, my brothers are doing it, so I want to do it. At least for me, my brothers probably were different, but I was watching them, so I wanted to do it. And then once I started playing basketball, I told myself I wanted to play in the WNBA. Got drafted to WNBA, played in the WNBA. Ideally, I would like to play a few more years just because, to get a little bit more recognition or whatever, be able to have that time. But I've done all the things that I wanted to do in that aspect of basketball. And I played overseas, been in different countries. And so I've done it all. Now the other side of it is just the coaching side of it. And, that'll come the more I get into coaching or whatever, but I've definitely fulfilled the basketball hoop dreams. So
that's what's up, man. All right. Listen, that's all I had as far as that. Go ahead, B. I
want to ask real quick, since we're talking about coaching. When you were playing, did you think like after this I'm going to coach, or was that something you just kind of just got into, because I just started coaching my son, and it was like I never was like I'm coaching basketball. Like I played it, it's cool, but I don't want to be in charge of like a bunch of kids. Like
Yeah.
I'm cool, you know what I'm saying? And it's
Yeah.
like once I did it, because I was kind of forced to do it, I was like, I love it.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it was never. Yeah, early on, I was like, no, it wasn't that I didn't want to be a coach. I just didn't think about it really like
Yeah.
that until once I got hurt. So once I got hurt, I started coaching at my old high school with Coach Brown or whatever. And so she just like, just come out and help a little bit and see. And so then I kind of got it like that. And so once I started doing it, I enjoy the teaching aspect of it also. So that's why I kind of been sticking to it for the past it's been 10 years now. 10 years now?
Wow.
10 years I've been
Man.
coaching.
Yo, man.
I know
Yo.
oh my gosh. Y'all are old.
Man.
I'm not old.
Yeah.
But no.
Age.
But
I'm old.
yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah,
man.
so
That's what's up. That's what's up. So look, like I said, these next couple questions I got, we just, we can just talk about it. But
okay.
Kevin Durant came out. We didn't get to talk about this on the pod, so I wanted to ask y'all. Kevin Durant came out and said, offense wins championships, because they was questioning him about why Draymond Green, like Draymond was like, we was good, we was real good on defense. I don't know, Draymond was mad and he's arguing with Kevin Durant. How do y'all feel about that? Do y'all think offense wins championships in the NBA now? No.
Technically,
Go ahead and get your spill out, because I know you hate the NBA. Say it all. Go ahead.
So I would say technically yes, because the offensive side, you have to score more points than the other person, right? And so, and I think that you have to also think about the question you asked, like, is it what it is now? Well, now most people don't play defense. And so at least they play defense, but they're not like trying to keep somebody in front of them or trying to keep somebody from scoring, because it is difficult. But like, it's easier to just be like, oh, I'm just going to play defense a little bit. And if they make a shot or miss it, it's whatever. And so to that aspect of it now, I would say that offense wins championships. Me personally, I would say no, because if you can't keep somebody from scoring if you can keep somebody from scoring the basketball, you're going to win. You're going to get the rebound. You're going to have more possessions. If I'm trapping the ball, getting steals, I'm going to get easy layups on the other side, easy buckets on the other side. So me personally, I would disagree and say that defense, what's the old saying? Offense sells tickets, defense wins games, rebounds wins championships.
Yeah. I mean, I would rebut KD and say, have you ever watched Oklahoma City play basketball? The Thunder play defense.
They play defense.
They're loaded with defenders. They don't, I mean, they're not the greatest scoring team. Shea score all the points.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just keep, but they are one of the greatest defensive teams. Every time they play, and they're playing against a guard, and if somebody be like, yo, you think I should put him on if we're betting something just like that, I'm like, no, they playing OKC. Leave the guards alone.
The numbers going down. My problem with it was, it's not necessarily the message, right? Because I know the game is about buckets. Part of me is that it's Kevin Durant saying it, bro. When you say it, it carries a little bit more weight to everybody.
Yeah. But has he ever been a defensive? He's not a defender.
Yeah.
Like, he plays defense, but
I'm just saying to the youth, though. I'm saying we talking about the kids that y'all deal with. If I heard Kevin Durant say offense win championships, you know what I'm in the gym doing? Hey, Kevin Durant said it. Kevin Durant is a top 15, top 20 guy all time to a lot of people.
But if he's your favorite player,
if
he's the guy that you look to for your basketball, then that's what you're gonna be on anyway. I mean, we clearly are. Vic is a Kobe fan. I'm a Kobe fan. So when we looked up to Kobe, defense mattered. Whether they want to say he wasn't playing defense, we know what was going on. Kobe played defense.
I don't. Yes,
we
don't know where they came from. That shit.
So it just depends on what you think. But we know that defense it matters, and if you're playing defense at an elite level, you're gonna be good at any sport. Any sport.
I ain't mad at that. Now look, next one, B. I had because I wrote down two different things. So Pat Bev came out and said he think that the Las Vegas Aces can beat the Hornets. But on the flip side of that, Michael Porter Jr. came out today and said he could beat the WNBA players when he was in the 8th grade. Right? What do y'all think this line is? Because I realized this. I realized I stand on one side of it because I actually stood in front of y'all. So I was looking, because I was looking at some of the posts by Amber and stuff, and I saw Bria on there, I saw Adi and Amani and stuff. And in my mind, I'm thinking, when I was guarding these girls, I wasn't letting them score. Like, that shit wasn't sweet. Like, they were getting it. So how do y'all feel? what's y'all bar as far as I'm
gonna let Big go first.
Go ahead.
Okay. You sure? You ready? Oh, you're ready to fire off?
I just don't like anything Michael Porter Jr. says. So and let's keep it a buck. Michael Porter Jr. in 8th grade probably was like 6'7".
Yeah, I was gonna ask. That was gonna be the question.
I
didn't think about
that. I didn't think about that. I mean, so the first thing you said that somebody said that the Aces could beat the Hornets. I've never seen the Hornets play before, so I'm not sure. I mean, we're all adults. There's athleticism. Guys have a little bit more athleticism and height, strength than women do majority of the time. And usually the NBA guys, they're taller, stronger than WNBA women. I'm sure it could be a good game. I would like for it to be a decent game. I'm not they're going to beat them. I haven't seen the Hornets play, so maybe they could if they're terrible, But I think there could be like somewhat of a.
I think he had an old. They're not even. They kind of all right. Yeah, they kind of all right.
Yeah, they're not even bad. So I'm like, okay, Pat Beverly. Yeah. Another person I don't want to hear anything.
I mean, so I'm not gonna sit here and say like any WNBA team can beat, even the worst team in NBA. I would think that there could be a good challenge, like Chelsea Gray having to guard Asia, Joel Lloyd, what's the other one from Notre Dame? I can't think of it. Jackie Young. I mean, like they're tough. Like they're not like just like a bunch of scrubs, like random girls.
That's what I don't like, Vic. That's what it feels like to me, that they're just talking like y'all. Like they answer something, and that's why I'm like, I don't think y'all played against girls that can hoop.
Like there's a difference. And like most of the time, like even when I played against guys, like you're not just gonna sit there and try to use your weight and height against me. Like I'm gonna be smart about it, but I'm also like, if you're gonna hit me, I'm gonna hit you back. Like that's not gonna be a surprise. And most of the time, I feel like girls play that even against other girls. Like if we're gonna hit each other, we're gonna hit, and let's just keep playing. Like it's not, it's so. Yeah. I mean, that's true. True. And then like with Michael Porter, So
no, he don't like finish. You good? You good?
He don't like Michael Porter Jr. So that's. But my question is gonna be if he was 6'7", 6'8" in middle school. I mean, you probably are gonna beat other adult women because most adult women are not that tall.
6'7".
That's fair. No, that's I didn't even think about that. That's a valid point. That's a valid
6'10".
Point,
he's 6'10" now. So I mean, he was 6'10" as a senior in high school. I'm pretty sure he was around 6'7", unless he didn't hit a growth spurt yet. But I mean,
that's fair. No, y'all right.
I know.
Look, Vic, give me this, Vic. Give me this. Mm-hmm. Give me your top 3 hardest players to guard.
In college?
Whenever. It could be.
Oh, and that I personally guarded?
It could be me. It could be me.
In life.
It could be EJ, but I never even guarded you, so that's not even.
And that's not the answer. And you're not on the list.
Yeah,
he's a hater. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
The toughest. So my freshman year was when SEC was stacked. So Candace Parker was at Tennessee still, and Sylvia Fowles was at LSU, and I had to guard them at multiple times as a freshman. Those were difficult. Candace got me one time. I was like, I'm in denied. I got her, and she stepped forward, got me on her hip, and swooped back and got a little alley-oop pass from whoever it was. So she was tough to guard just because she was skilled enough. She'd go left, right, finish. Sylvia was tough because she was just so big and strong and skilled also that I didn't really have a lot of chance to, I'm trying to think of somebody who's more like, I guarded Maya. I played against Maya in high school. Maya was tough just because she was so skilled. Like she kept it super simple, but her pull-up game, her mid-range,
she was so cold.
Just smooth. She actually, in a championship game, she hit a game winner shot in my face.
There was an AAU.
Oh yeah, Nike Nationals. She got the ball, dribble down. I'm there, contest. Nope, boop, right in my face.
When we were talking to Amber, I told her I went to see Maya play because she was in Gwinnett in Atlanta, and she played for Collins Hill. And I remember the first time I played, she might have been in like 10th grade when I saw her, and she had like a 30, 15, and 14, and I was like, what in the world is this?
She was tough and kept it simple. Like she wasn't like breaking
simple.
She wasn't she wasn't going pop pop pop. She was just 1-2 dribble, bam, got you, jab step, get to the rim. Like it was
fundamental.
Just fundamental.
They robbed us. That dude, I don't know his name, but he robbed us.
He got us.
Look, that led me to the next one. Next question. Who's the greatest WNBA player of all time? Asia Wilson or Maya Moore? or if you got a third person
of all time.
Of all time.
Oh Lord, I'm a fan of both. Oh,
it's a tough one.
If it was a couple years ago, I'd say Maya, just because Asia hadn't got to where she is now. Oh, that's tough. And Maya ended up stop playing. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Of all time. Oh, can I? I don't know. I'll say Maya. Maya's in my draft class. We're the same age. Loving Maya. She's a mom now, married life. But just out the gate. She was tough. She was ready to go. Like I think her first 3 or 4 years were championships, if I'm not mistaken, with Minnesota.
Lynx team was loaded, man. That Lynx team,
and she just added. Yeah, she added so much. She's helped them so much, especially her rookie year coming in, and
yeah.
I would say Maya. Also, just again, like her, I don't know. I would say Maya.
No,
Asia's great.
It's tough.
I ain't gonna argue. You good? I ain't listen. This is your answers. We good. I'm just letting you.
I think EJ said Lisa Leslie.
Oh, that's a good answer.
Thank you, Vic. Ready to hate.
Going back, I would say if we're going old school, I would have gone Tina Thompson. I got to play with her. I would have said Tina Thompson. Tina Thompson was tough too. Yeah.
All them Cindy Cooper, Cheryl Swoops,
all of them. Yeah, Cheryl. Cheryl.
I was telling them my favorite women's basketball player growing up was Shamika Holdsclaw. Like, loved her.
Another SEC great too.
I just thought she was the best. Like, I was like, this girl's crazy.
Yeah. All those wonderful women.
Yeah.
Pick on one. Yeah. I got one more. I got 3 more. First one, LeBron or Jordan?
Neither.
I didn't want to pick Kobe because I know you're gonna pick Kobe. You can't have him against Kobe. You're gonna pick Kobe.
That's what I'm talking about.
You're gonna pick Kobe. I can't.
Jordan.
Should have been 3 answers.
Yeah, Jordan.
Okay, I'm gonna let you rock. All right, next one I got.
That's the twin.
LeBron's good.
LeBron's good. He's one of them. Look,
he's cool.
Darius Garland or John Wall?
Ooh.
That's
tough there.
A little bit. Gotta tug at the heartstrings.
That's a little bit because Darius and I went to the same high school. I was actually coaching when he was playing his freshman year, and Jim. Oh gosh,
he's cold.
You and John Wall also went to school. You don't forget that.
Well, I was gonna. Yes, I was.
He set you up on this one.
He did. I'll say John. I'll say John. John, just by a little bit.
It's a little bit.
John's athleticism, his athleticism was crazy. Like he was.
John's the right answer. It's a little John. It's close though.
I'm not mad at the answer. It's a tough one because there's been a little injury prone lately, so I ain't.
And John really was like a different culture.
And he wasn't one.
He was just he
was the one option.
He was just different, bro.
He was different.
His hoop mixtape is legendary. His
Kentucky time at Kentucky is legendary.
Darius
he made
Garland
Garland look good.
Darius Garland is awesome at basketball. But he ain't. It just doesn't carry the same like John.
Yeah,
I ain't mad. Hey, listen, these are her house. All right, better hooper in the house, Vic or Teddy?
A better hooper? Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Who's a better hooper in the house, Teddy or Vic? He didn't hear me. He said Victoria, obviously. I'm the better basketball player. He's the better soccer player. He played soccer. He was a soccer player.
Yeah, that was the question, Vic. You know why? Because now we can get into this. That Raw Room interview when they was disrespecting Teddy. Teddy, we can lace it up. I'm willing to lace it up behind Teddy. Teddy is one of the best players I've ever played with.
Why do you think I'm married to him?
Yeah, Teddy is nice. So all
basketball
that,
nice.
Listen,
Teddy
one of the best hoopers. One of the best players in the Johnson Center, bro. For me,
for sure.
Yeah,
IQ,
fast, shoot, do everything. Come on, man.
Cool.
Cool. Okay, and King always my brother always makes a joke about just because Teddy is shorter than I am. That's where that kind of rounds from. He's shorter than me.
I wasn't talking about your brother. I was talking about the other dude. It was the other one.
He said? What did he say?
I don't know what he said, but tell him we can lace it up. Tell him we can go hoop. Me and Teddy, I pull up.
Teddy is tough. He's still even y'all remember how he played in the Johnson. He still plays a couple times a week. Aaron hadn't played in a while, but he'll go play pickup somewhere, and he's still the same little running around, stealing the ball, shooting threes, and playing.
Nerve-wracking.
I think somebody wanted it.
I would say we
call
play
them the Spurs. They was the Spurs.
We used to play against Teddy at least 3 times a week, maybe 4. Easy.
They was
all day long.
They was the only team we was worried about. If I'm being real, when we played, as long as we beat them first, we was good. Everybody else was regular.
Yeah, they used to get there a little earlier than us.
And Morgan, and sometimes they get Big Bill. And
Bill
that was in the Navy. Big Bill was my guy.
What was my boy that could shoot?
Charlie.
Charlie. Oh my gosh. Charlie.
Oh my goodness.
I remember the first time I went there and played with y'all. Teddy was like, he can shoot. I was like, okay. He was, and like he could shoot.
It was an understatement of he could shoot. Like,
when people ask me who the best shooter is, I don't even put him in it. It's not even like he stands alone.
He don't miss.
When it comes, it's not there's stronger than everybody else, bro. It was insane.
Yeah.
It was
don't disrespect me.
It was tough. Durr, I'm sorry, Durr.
Don't disrespect
me. I couldn't
put
and actually, Durr, I argue your name a lot. You know what's funny? I bring up you and Teddy a lot when I come out here. They be like, "Who's better?" I'm like, "Y'all ain't." There's some people I played in Johnson that was just cold. There's no. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. Listen.
It was some real hoopers.
Last one I got. Last one I got because I want to let you try to get some get back.
Okay.
Rhonda Blades or Amber Smith.
Now, why would you say that? I was not expecting that. I don't know what I was expecting. I was hoping.
I gotta let you get
because I watched Amber's interview, and I feel like she had a good reaction. Like she didn't have a definite answer at first. She kind of let it round. I feel like the better question, her response should have been like, for what purposes of why she would pick. Like, did you want to go? Are we going 40 minutes defense, 90 feet, or you want somebody to just get a bucket? So, but I understand her response. That's a cool response. Rhonda Blades Brown or Amber Smith. And because then my responsibility, am I trying to play defense this whole time, or am I trying to, get buckets? That's a good question.
I'm trying to win.
I'm trying to win. Oh Lord.
I want to win today.
I'm pretty sure Coach Brown. I'm pretty sure Coach Brown isn't going to see this, but I'll go Amber. I go Amber.
Wow, loyal
that's a real.
friend.
You see what I'm saying? Real friend, man. Not no get back. Just honest answer. No get back. I love it.
But I said that
got EJ ass back. For sure.
No, but they're both similar point guards. So I don't know. Yeah, I'll go Amber. Amber's that's my point guard.
I'm gonna find Miss Rhonda's Instagram handle so I can send it to her. We're gonna start a trickle down effect. We're gonna make sure
to make sure that
we're gonna keep we keep this going. Everybody trying to get their leg.
I take it back. I pick Rhonda.
Hey man, no, this was fire, man. Listen, that's all I had, Vic. That's all I had, man. Are you so do you want to shout out you do anything? Shout out your school or your business? You do anything like that?
I don't have any business, but I do. So I coach at Highlands High School. I coach for the girls basketball team and assistant coach for them. That's where Teddy went to high school, Highlands High School in Fort Thomas, Kentucky. And then I'm an assistant coach for the Sports City Angels, which is the EYBL team out of Ohio. I'll be coaching with the 16U team this year. So Highlands High School and Sports City Angels.
That's what's up.
That's what's up, man. Hey, man.
This was awesome, man.
This was fire, man. I love it. I love talking to it makes me realize why I respect women's basketball so much. I played against some great people. She's a goat.
Thank you.
This is a legend, bro.
Yeah.
This is
legend.
A goat.
Yeah, man. It was good to see you. That's
a fact. Hey, look.
Great.
Like, comment, subscribe on eLab Podcast. We on Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube.
Yeah, what up, YouTube, Teddy? Man. Yeah.
Y'all follow us, man. Hey, Vic, thank you again, man. I'm gonna get you up after this. Thank you, Vic.
No problem. Thank you, guys. I love what you're doing. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vic. All right, bye.